Did you know that with just a gentle touch on your ear, no medicine, no machines, you can awaken your body's natural ability to fall into deep sleep? It sounds like some ancient secret, but it is actually a truth that many have forgotten. Countless elderly people live in a state of awake at night, groggy during the day. They are not completely insomniac, but they have not truly experienced a real, restorative night's sleep in years. Their bodies feel drained, their minds stay foggy, and their moods are constantly in a daze. And what is even more heartbreaking, they think this is just a normal part of getting older. But the truth is this: sleep has not abandoned you. It is simply waiting to be reawakened in the right way. In today's video, I am going to reveal a special area on your body, one that is considered the sleep control station of your entire nervous system. When you stimulate this point the right way, you can activate your brain's natural rest and recovery mode. But before we get started, I want you to leave a comment as a promise to yourself. For example, I deserve deep, peaceful sleep and a full, vibrant life. Or write down any wish that has been quietly burning inside you. And if you find this video helpful, do not forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, so you never miss out on content that helps you live well, live deeply, and live fully. Now, let us discover the amazing power that lies hidden in your ears. To understand why a simple stroke along the rim of your ear can awaken the brain's deep sleep mechanism, we need to take a closer look at the ear itself, which is often referred to as a mini-map of the body's nerves and internal organs. According to traditional Eastern medicine, the ear is not just a tool for hearing, it is considered the gateway to the kidneys, a place that reflects your energy flow, internal organ health, and even your emotional state. In the famous theory of auriculotherapy, the entire outer ear is shaped like an upside-down fetus. The earlobe corresponds to the head, the curved ridge represents the spine, and the center of the ear is linked to organs like the heart, liver, lungs, and stomach. So when you press, rub, or stroke the correct points on the ear, you are actually activating energy pathways directly related to memory, willpower, calmness, and physical recovery. That is why many wellness and meditation practices focus heavily on ear stimulation to help with relaxation, healing, and even longevity. What is fascinating is that modern neuroscience not only confirms this, but adds even more detailed explanations. According to neuroanatomy studies, the outer ear, especially the rim and the earlobe, is directly connected to the vagus nerve. This is the longest nerve in the body, starting from the brain and extending all the way down to most of the vital organs such as the heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, and intestines. The vagus nerve is the main player in the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest and recovery. In other words, properly massaging your ears is not just relaxing, it is actually sending a safe signal to your brain. When the vagus nerve is gently activated, the body starts to slow down the heart rate, lower blood pressure, calm down the nervous system, and gradually guide you into a peaceful, dreamy state. Now you can see why the ears are so important. But not every spot on the ear works the same. There are two areas known as the most powerful sleep gateways: the ear rim and the earlobe. The rim of the ear, that curved line running from the top of the ear down to the lower edge, is not just part of your ear's shape. It is actually a critical nerve corridor filled with reflex points connected to the brain, spine, and respiratory system. When you stroke this rim from top to bottom, your body begins to feel a noticeable release of tension in the neck, shoulders, and back of the head, areas that often carry the weight of daily stress. From the viewpoint of Eastern medicine, this area helps clear energy flow, soothe the mind, and release built-up tension. Meanwhile, modern clinical observations also show that gently stroking the ear rim improves circulation to the head, relieves chronic headaches, enhances breathing, and reduces lightheadedness, especially in older adults. The best part, this area is right on the skin surface, needs no fancy techniques, and anyone can do it safely at home. When you stroke from the top down, the opposite direction of rising stress, you are sending a powerful message to your brain. It is okay to let go. The body is ready to rest. Next is the earlobe, the soft, fleshy part at the bottom of the ear. It serves a completely different role, not to relieve pressure, but to warm up the emotions. This little zone is rich in blood vessels and fatty tissue, making it highly sensitive to changes in circulation and temperature. For many older people, a cold or pale earlobe can be a warning sign of poor circulation or trouble regulating body temperature. When you gently twist or massage the earlobe, blood flow starts moving, not only creating a warm sensation, but also stimulating nerve reflexes linked to the heart and emotional centers. Modern neuroscience has shown that activating the earlobe the right way can gently stimulate the vagus nerve, helping to lower heart rate, reduce blood pressure, and ease your nervous system into deep relaxation mode, an essential step before falling asleep. Beyond the biological effects, the earlobe is deeply tied to memory and emotional processing centers in the brain. Touching or stroking this area is like calming your inner world, helping you soothe your mind after a turbulent day. In fact, that is exactly why many people instinctively touch their ears when they are nervous or rub their earlobes when they feel anxious. It is the body's natural way of finding emotional balance. By combining both techniques, working with these two gates of the ear, you are resetting your biological and psychological rhythms before sleep. One side clears the path out of stress, the other warms up the parts of you that have gone cold. And when your hands stroke these two zones, you are not just preparing for a good night's sleep, you are gently guiding your body back to its most peaceful state, the one where you truly deserve to rest and restore. Once you understand how this works and where the golden zones on your ears are, the next step is action. Because real results do not come from knowing, they come from consistent, correct practice at the right time. Before you begin, it is important to prepare properly so that your ear stimulation yields the best results. First, wash your hands with warm water, then rub your palms together until you feel a light heat building up in your hands. This helps activate your internal energy while keeping things clean, especially since you will be touching a sensitive area. Sit in a relaxed position with your back straight but not stiff, and plant your feet firmly on the ground. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. It is your way of telling your nervous system that you are about to shift into rest mode. Technique 1. Stroking the ear rim. Imagine your thumb and index finger are like a gentle comb, softly grasping both sides of your ear rim. Start from the base near your head, then slowly move upward to the top of the ear, and gently slide down to the lower edge, where it connects to the earlobe. Do this about 15 to 20 times on each ear, using a slow and steady rhythm. Think of how someone would brush a baby's hair to lull them to sleep. The key here is not pressure, but warmth. The goal is to feel a gentle, soothing heat traveling along the path of your fingers, like a calm stream clearing away built-up tension. In traditional Eastern medicine, this is how energy blockages in the body's flow, known as qi and blood, get released. It calms the mind and stabilizes the nervous system. For those who often feel heavy-headed, stiff-necked, or tense in the shoulders, just a few minutes of this technique each evening can bring noticeable relaxation, as if knots are slowly being uncut from the inside. From a neurological perspective, slow, repetitive movements like this are known to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, helping the body switch from alert mode to recovery mode. Just like meditation, deep breathing, or soft music, consistent ear stroking signals to the brain, you are safe now, it is time to rest. Technique 2. Rotating the earlobes. Use your thumb and index finger to gently rotate your earlobes in a clockwise motion for 10 circles, then reverse direction for another 10 circles. Make sure the pressure is just enough to feel movement, but not so much that it hurts or pulls. You are soothing, not forcing. This seemingly simple motion directly stimulates an acupuncture point known in Eastern medicine as shen men, or the gateway to the soul. This point connects closely with brain regions that manage emotion, memory, and internal safety. When you gently rotate the earlobes, you are sending a peaceful signal to the emotional control center in your brain, like giving yourself a warm, comforting hug. Many people report that after a few rotations, they feel a light warmth rise up through their body. Their eyelids begin to droop, and a gentle calm from somewhere deep inside starts to wash over them. This is especially helpful for people who wake up in the middle of the night. No need to leave the bed or turn on any lights. Just sit up quietly and rotate your earlobes a few times in the dark. It can gently guide your nervous system back into deep rest without the need for medication. Technique 3. Pressing key reflex points. This one is a bit more focused, targeting 2 specific reflex points around the ear. First, take your middle or index finger and make small, circular motions around the base of your ear, where the ear meets the jaw. Keep the motion slow and steady for about 20 to 30 seconds. Next, place your fingertip at the center of your earlobe. This is where a point known as Mian is located. In Eastern medicine, this is considered a sleep-regulating pressure point. Press gently here and hold for about 30 seconds. Then slowly release, as if you are gently closing the door to the waking world and stepping into a dream. Neuroscientific studies show that stimulating the Ambient point can help regulate the vagus nerve, reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, stabilize heart rate, and calm the brain. This is one of those magical spots where traditional wisdom and modern science meet, a tiny switch that can turn off the body's stress signals and open the gateway to deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Best timing, 10 to 15 minutes before bed, or during the night if you wake up. Think of this not as a chore, but as a gentle meeting with your own body. There is no rush, there is no strict technique, just presence and care. Creating a regular time every night for these ear techniques helps form a healthy sleep routine, a ritual that tells your brain, it is time to unwind. No stress, no distractions, only deep relaxation from here. And remember, the magic does not happen all at once. It comes with patience. Give your body at least 7 nights to notice a change. Maybe it is deeper sleep. Maybe it is waking up with a clearer mind. Or maybe it is just feeling more at peace as you lie in bed. Whatever it is worth it. If the ear stroking techniques are like a soothing lullaby, then these little tips are the subtle harmonies that elevate the entire experience. They do not change the melody, but they deepen the relaxation. By adding just a few simple elements before or during your practice, you can feel a clear improvement, falling asleep faster, sleeping deeper, and waking up with a clearer, brighter mind. 1. Apply a small heat patch behind the ear. The area behind the ear contains many nerve endings that are especially sensitive to warmth. When you apply a small heating pack, the kind used in physical therapy or women's care, for about 10 to 15 minutes before ear stroking, you are sending a message of safety and comfort to your central nervous system. In traditional medicine, this method is called warming the yang to disperse cold, which helps boost circulation and warm up energy points that have become stagnant from cold. As a result, the body relaxes more easily, especially helpful for people who often have cold ears, cold hands, or chilly feet at night. 2. Tap 3 times beneath the earlobe and take a 6-second breath. Before starting any movement, try gently tapping just under your earlobe 3 times with your index finger, like a knock on the door of your nervous system. Then, take a deep breath in for 6 seconds, hold it briefly, and slowly exhale. This is a way to signal your brain that it is time to shift gears. Studies show that combining light physical movement with controlled breathing can powerfully affect the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes fear and anxiety. You are essentially resetting your nervous system from alert to at peace. 3. Place a chamomile tea-soaked towel over the ear to calm sensory nerves. Take a thin towel, soak it in warm water steeped with chamomile tea, and lay it gently over your ears for about 3 to 5 minutes before starting your ear-stroking techniques. This can work wonders on calming your peripheral nervous system. Chamomile contains apigenin, a flavonoid known for its natural calming effects. In Eastern medicine, this herb is known to nourish the heart and calm the liver, which means it balances the mind and reduces overstimulation. The warm temperature and subtle scent of the tea create an emotional cushion, the perfect soft landing before deeper relaxation begins. 4. Comb your ear like hair, using fan-like strokes. Instead of stroking straight or in circles, try combing your ear rim with your fingers as if you were brushing hair, from the inside out, like the shape of a fan. Each stroke releases a bit of tension, as if you are sweeping away the stress and heavy thoughts from your day. In the philosophy of Qigong, this fan-like motion helps disperse heat buildup in the head, especially useful for those who run warm or struggle with insomnia due to internal fire. 5. Pretend to chew while stroking. Relax facial and ear muscles. As you begin to stroke your ears, gently mimic a chewing motion. No food involved, just a soft jaw movement. This seemingly odd trick is incredibly effective at relaxing facial muscles, loosening joints, and relieving tension around the jaw, a common area where stress builds up without us even realizing. The combination of physical touch on the ear and light jaw motion sends a deeper relaxation signal to the hypothalamus, the brain's sleep-wake cycle control center. 6. Stroke from the earlobe to the top of the ear to reset stress zones. Different from the usual top-down method, try stroking upward from the earlobe to the top of the ear. This is a small but powerful hack to wake up your brain's attention system, especially when you are tired but cannot seem to fall asleep. This upward motion works like a mental reset button. In certain neurotherapies, reverse direction movements can briefly interrupt stuck neural signals, making space for calmness to re-enter. 7. Whisper a positive phrase into your ear. Plant a seed in your subconscious. This is not a physical technique, it is emotional. While your hand is touching your ear, which is closest to the brain's language center, softly whisper a positive phrase like, "I am safe, I am healing, I will sleep peacefully." It does not need to be loud or fancy, but if repeated every night, this small affirmation can seep into your subconscious like a gentle friend in the dark, comforting your inner world and helping your mind let go of its worries. Although ear stroking techniques are gentle and deeply relaxing, like any other wellness practice, safety must always come first. Do not pull your ears forcefully. Do not stroke too fast or press too hard. These movements may seem harmless, but for those with thin or sensitive ear cartilage or a history of high blood pressure, doing them the wrong way could lead to lightheadedness or an uncomfortable burning sensation. You should absolutely avoid these techniques if you have any signs of middle ear inflammation, outer ear infection, or visible injuries around the ear, such as scratches, rashes, or blisters. Applying physical pressure on inflamed skin can worsen the condition, spread infection, or disrupt the network of sensory nerves in that area. And if, during the process, you feel dizzy, nauseous, develop an unusual headache, notice a rapid heartbeat, or experience chest discomfort for no clear reason, stop immediately. These are signs that your nervous system is not ready to receive stimulation at that moment. Your body may be tired, your blood pressure might be unstable, or your mind simply may not be calm enough to enter a relaxed state. In such cases, pushing forward will only make things worse. It is best to consult a neurologist or an ear, nose, and throat specialist before resuming the therapy. Caring for your sleep is not just about routines, it is a journey. You have to treat your body like an elderly friend, with patience, gentleness, and kindness. When you give it care and respect, even the simplest act, like stroking your ears, becomes more than just a habit. It turns into a healing ritual, gentle yet profoundly powerful, and only when safety is ensured will your body truly feel safe enough to surrender into deep, restful sleep. Do not underestimate the small places on your body. Sometimes they hold the keys to peace you have been searching for all these years. Just one tiny movement on the ear, quiet, subtle, wordless, can lead you back to a place of calm, comfort, and childlike safety. No medication, no gadgets, no pressure, just presence and patience with yourself. Sometimes the biggest solution is hidden in the simplest gesture. Try it tonight. Give your body the chance to receive something new, though in truth it is something very old. Gentle touch, deep listening, soft release, and true rest. And if you notice something shift, even slightly, after a few nights, come back and share your story in the comments. Someone else out there might be searching for the same door to peace that you have just found. Do not forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone you love who needs a quiet night's rest. Every share you make is like handing over a key, unlocking sleep for thousands of older adults who have forgotten what it feels like to rest through the night. We are not here to fight aging. We are here to live alongside it, wiser, kinder, and more gently than before.